Hi. Here we are, sunny California. Good morning. This is our Soul Aligned Fabulous Friday Facebook Live in a series of Soul Radiant Success. And the purpose of this series is I like to repeat with each of these Facebook Lives, hi everybody, is this. And the reason I'm repeating it over and over again is because, first of all, each time we hear it, we go deeper into self-introspection. And also because when we do that, what we're able to do is we're able to see things we didn't see before. So here's the purpose, and let's have you focus on you as I'm saying it. The purpose of this series is to have you accomplish success on your terms, where you experience greater prosperity, life ease, inner peace. I mean, aren't those great, right? And mission impact through infusing spiritual power. And what is spiritual power? Spiritual power of greater love, greater light, and purpose, clarity into your mission. And your mission is what you are here to do. What were you born to do? When you look at your life and you see the trajectory that you are on, what is this mission that your soul is bringing through no matter what? So you're bringing your spiritual power into your mission, the mission of your projects, your causes, and or your business, your career, your household. Also, you're bringing your spiritual power into your message, the message to your community, to your household, to your soul-aligned customers, clients, readers, and your audiences. You're also bringing your spiritual power into your own personal soul alignment. And we cannot underestimate that, our own personal sense of cohesiveness and congruence and integrity. So your soul alignment is that between your personal life and your mission projects, your business and or your causes, so that your personal life fully supports your commitment to living your soul purpose at the highest possible expression. And that's, where that expression, walk your talk, comes from. It's also where you look to see, are my relationships supporting me? Is my self-care supporting me? Is my environment, is my job, is my relationship with family members, are all these really supporting me? And if not, then you go into a very deep place within yourself to determine, what am I going to do about it? Trust me, I have a path in this lifetime where I just cannot be at odds with my standards, my values, my purpose. I just can't. Some people are able to quote unquote suck it up. I can't. I implode. It's just something I cannot do. And so you look for ways that you can bring greater courage, greater commitment, and also a greater search for clarity of what can you do in situations when your own soul alignment is off. So here it is. It's Fabulous Friday. So let's take a look and see what was fabulous this week. I know in my life what was fabulous was that I'm in the process, a long range process of, what shall I say, killing off, neutralizing, resolving a heavy virus load that I have. Showed up in my blood tests with my doctor. And I've been taking this herbal concoction, and it's working. But what happens is that sometimes when I take it, I feel really off. I feel groggy. I feel irritable. I feel slow. And so even with that, I was able to do my Monday Soul Aligned Motivation Momentum Monday. And why? Because I found something inside of me that would push me forward, where my momentum, my motivation had to be revealed. And I did. I found it. And so let's take a look for you. What was fabulous about this week? Just think about it. And if you want to, you can write it in the thread or put it somewhere where the rest of us can celebrate with you. And look to see, why was it fabulous? What was the win for you? What challenge did you give yourself? Or what challenge was presented and you were able to rise to that occasion. What was fabulous this week? That's number one. Ready for number two? Let's do number two. Whose life did you touch in a positive way? I'm pretty sure you did. I think that anybody who lives is interacting with other people, other beings, could be other species, and you do something. You do something. So with me, I mean, aside from the many lives that I touch in my business, at least I made an attempt in one situation. There was a worm, it was raining, and there was this worm that I found. It was on the sidewalk, and I took that little worm. It was very much dried up, but I thought there was still some life in there. And so I took this little precious worm and I dug a hole in the muddy ground over there and I put him in there and I poured some water on him. And he moved. He moved. So he was still alive. I don't really know what happened afterwards, but at least I did that, you know? So what beings' lives did you touch this week for the better? Where it was life affirming, where it was hope affirming, where it was keep going affirming, where it was, yay, you can do it affirming. So that might have made your week so that it was fabulous. Ready for the next one? Here's the next one. What this week was a very clear indication that your mission is evolving. It's evolving so that you are fulfilled and you are bringing your contribution to your world. Think about what might have been something pertaining to your mission that is evolving. In my case, this is a week where I am opening up some slots, where I've opened up some slots, and there are still a few left, by the way. There are 6 slots left this week for people to have a soul brilliance expansion activation session with me, a soul brilliance or soul success expansion activation session with me. And I'll tell you more about that in a minute. And so as you are proceeding and you're looking at what are you going to do and what did you do, that was an indication of your mission coming forward. Look to see, did you have to overcome something? What was that? And how did you do it? See, these are all the things to celebrate. I'm telling you, you know, things are going fast. There's a lot of energies around us in the country, in the world, whatever your country is. Excuse me. Where we're up against a lot of forces, the dark and the light, the dark and the light. We've got both. And we can handle both, and we are handling both, but let's handle both where we can celebrate, where it is fabulous. So I'm asking, what did you do this week? We're in the face of something that might have been a little bit of a downward pull for you. You rose up, you stood up. That's what makes it fabulous, who you became. So think about it. All right, now we're going to look into the future at what's coming up this weekend. Since it's Friday, you know, there's Saturday and Sunday. Typically in the world, those are weekends. And what are you planning on planting seeds to create so that when we have our Monday that's coming up, our soul aligned motivation momentum Monday, you'll see that things are starting to gather velocity. And you're starting to stride and you're starting to get into a gallop. Let's look for those. So we plant those seeds now to see it then. So think about it. Okay, so that's our content, our soul activation, self-introspection, self-love, self-respect, understanding why you're here in your life, in this lifetime. Those are your prompts for today. And now let's take a look at what can I do to help you. So for those of you who don't know me or don't know me all that well, for some of the newcomers into our wonderful Light Leader Power for Success and Mission Impact group, my name is Sasha Sabbath, and I help entrepreneurs succeed in sync with your soul. I help people, not just entrepreneurs, but community leaders, people who have missions and causes that they are dedicated to. It could be missions and causes for the planet, for the air, the water, for other species, animal advocates, animal activists. It could be people who are getting involved with specific causes to raise social consciousness, to combat the tremendous darkness and evil that is circulating in our country. And as the darkness infuses and injects itself, guess what? Here comes the light, and you are part of the light. You're part of the light because you're here with me in this group. So I help you succeed and sync with your soul, with your intuition, and your ability to transmit, transmute, and let go of very real energies, and to succeed and sync with your soul, with your mission, why you came here into this lifetime at this time. I'm a business intuitive, I'm a visionary, I'm a healer, I'm a soul purpose guide. And I have opened up some slots here through to Sunday, today being Friday, where you are able to apply to have a 20 or 30-minute activation session with me. And here's what we're going to do. In that session, there's no cost. This is just me getting to know you, you getting to know me. In this session, what we're going to do is we're going to find the thing, the block that is stopping you, slowing you down, confusing you, throwing you off your game. That one thing that just eludes you, that even though you know what to do, you've been doing it, it just is not happening. So we're going to really identify what that is. And then we're going to come up with a high-level plan of steps for you to take to start moving through that. You know, in the series that I'm doing, this Soul Aligned series, we've got that Motivation Momentum Monday, we've got the Tipping Point Tuesday, and on the Wednesday, it's the Wake Up What's Next Wednesday, and Thursday is your Threshold Thursday. It's that threshold that you are up against. And we're in our session going to identify exactly what that membrane is, what that veil is. And then we're going to come up with a plan to move through it at your level. And what I do is I help people develop their intuition at even greater accessing abilities. That includes intuition communication with your soul, your higher self, your spirit guides, and other spirit helpers that are here with you, who love you, who want you to succeed. And so all you have to do is fill out the application that you're going to see in this description. And of course, I'm going to choose people who are really motivated, you know, people who have reached that point where they just don't want it anymore. Here we are. We are at the end of the very first quarter of a brand new year, a very dynamic year, a year where there is no room to be, what shall I say, afraid to shine. This is a year and a time in history where there's no longer room to be a martyr, to be afraid to own your greatness, to own your value. Okay, let's say you don't think you're so great. I can understand that, but you do have value. You are a character, you are a personality, you do good things. Let that be the platform that allows you to keep moving forward up against whatever odds you're facing. And also to look for opportunities where your light can shine, your light for humanity, your light to pierce the, what shall I call it? Gosh, the lies. I got to call it what it is. To pierce the lies that surround us, and instead dig your heels in and say, no, 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 that is just not true. This is the truth. And this is what I'm going to do about the truth. That's what I want for you. I want you to have that level of self-empowerment. So let's have a talk. It's time, you know, it's time. And if there's not a good fit for us to work together, I'll find something to suggest to you. So it's going to be a useful use of your time if you're ready. So on that note, I ask you to watch what occurs over the weekend. Look for what's fabulous that starts to occur over the weekend. And for those of you who have not yet joined the Light Leader group, I recommend that you do. You'll have some entrance questions to fill out that are about you and your mission, you knowing what your impact is or what you want your impact in the world to be, and then hop on over to the units section and look for some of the units that have to do with meditations, if that's what you're interested in, trainings on intuition, energy healing, purpose, and mission. And your intuition will guide you to the things for you to listen to. There are tips, there are challenges in there, so you have something to do as a prompt each day. And just allow your soul to absorb the light that you will find in these trainings, and allow yourself to surge forward and build the life that you deserve. Love those who love you if they earn your love. Allow yourself to love yourself. If you own pets, I don't care what species, love them. Notice them even more deeply. They are high consciousness. They carry their own telepathic psychic abilities. So heighten your awareness of the goodness that's around you, even in your own home, even in your own backyard. And allow all that to be able to create for you that which I call fabulous. To tune into that current of love and goodness and light and compassion and consideration and the rising up of humanity. Because guess what? We need it. I'll see you on Monday. I send you so much love. Bye for now. Mwah.